Alright, just setting up here. Trying to see what we got. Oh shoot, bees! I'm just kidding, that wasn't bees. There's a lot of bugs around here, I'll tell you that much. So hey everyone, this is Rivera here, and I just want to tell you something very basic, very simple to grasp around what is aperture. And I want you guys to understand that, you know, this is not scary stuff. This is pretty easy and can be accomplished very easily actually. So when the time comes, you can actually do this on your own. You don't have to, you know, use everything on auto, or you don't have to use everything on, like, you know, the settings that it has on the camera itself. You can do this yourself and actually have an understanding how to mess with the camera in case something goes wrong or something doesn't work and you have to do everything manually. So that's just a great way to learn. I try to use everything on manual because it helps me understand and it helps me learn for, you know, future shots when I'm taking, you know, whether it's portraits, landscapes, anything. So again, this is for you guys to understand what I'm learning, and hopefully you guys can learn and do something with this as well. I'm back. I had to delay a couple of videos, but I'm back now. So I want to talk to you guys about aperture. And what is aperture? To me, I want to think of aperture as your eyes. Like, for example, you know when you're like late at night and you're using like the cell phone and you're kind of squinting because you don't want that much light going in. I mean, now they got that blue filter, you know, on the phones, but that's not the point. The point is you kind of struggle with your eyes a little bit because you're not trying to let that much light in, especially when everything else is dark around you. Oh, these bugs. But anyways, the point that I'm trying to make for aperture is that it's the amount of light that you let in your lens to the camera body itself. So the main function of an aperture is to collect light in order to see how much light you have in order to take your shot. Now think of your eyes as focal points. When you squint, you're barely letting any light through, which is a high f-stop number, for example, from anywhere from f16 to like f22. Now you want to have more light come in, you use a large aperture, which is like f.2.8, 1.8, even to 1.4. So that would be like equivalent to having your eyes fully wide open. Ow, my eyes, that sun is bright. So low number equals a lot of light, higher number means low light. So now that you have that understanding of that lower number equals more light, again, it's amazing what kind of shots you can get with an aperture of 2.8, 1.8, you know, 1.4. It's ridiculous. It lets a lot of light in, which is great. But now that you have that mastered, now let's get into another twist, whether how far you should be in order to do these kind of apertures, or should I say f-stops. So what would happen right now if I use an f-stop of 1.8 and I have the right settings, everything else, which is in another segment, which is ISO and shutter speed. Let's say all that is in play, everything's well, and I'm using f-stop of 1.8. What would you think happened besides light? Oh wait, hold on. Freaking bugs. Shit. Ugh. So by using an f-stop of 1.8, not only would you get a lot of light in with the right settings, of course, you would also blur out the background. So probably right now I have it at a higher f-stop, with the right settings because I want the background and myself into focus. So if I were to use an f-stop 1.8, right now my background would be blurred out because it would be mainly focusing on me. Now there would be a good amount of light with the right settings, but just your background, you know, would be blurred out. The distance where the f1.8, 2.8, the closer I am, it will be more in focus with me, creating more of a background effect on, you know, surrounding areas. It's great when you want to use portraits, you want to use yourself in birthday parties, you know, small tight rooms. You can create a nice little effect with the right distance. Now, if you were used to an f16, which is a, you know, low aperture setting, then you would have the background and myself in focus. So the higher the number, the more you will get of both, which is, you know, the lower the number, you'll get just me and then blurred out background. The amount of distance that I can say would be like 8 to 10 feet away from the camera where you can get that effect. So to kind of summarize this real quick, so the lower numbers from f-stop 2.8 to 1.8 to 1.4, they're good because they let a lot of light in, which is really great for any, you know, scenarios as far as, you know, you're inside, you're indoors, you need a lot of ISO, whether you're in a, you know, darker area, night shoots even, they work great for that, and there's nothing wrong with them. I don't think there's any disadvantages of using, you know, those kind of lenses, which is, I use them all the time, whether it's for portraits, birthday parties, I use them even weddings, you name it. Small apertures are really great because you can deceive motion. Now they're really great for landscapes, and you can use them for nice wide angle areas, and, you know, it doesn't require that much light because it's a beautiful sunny day. They're really great too. Again, it's suggested more for daytime settings, but if you can use the right settings, then you can actually use larger apertures for different types of cool features, which is, I've even used it at nighttime to actually create like a nice little glow effect, street lights even. It's a pretty cool feeling. Again, I suggest anyone who should try it, you know, play around with the settings, the, you know, large apertures or small apertures. So to wrap up really quick, because the sun is setting down, and I actually just wanted to give you like a quick, you know, not prolong this. I'm trying to do ISO as my next video, and also try to do my shutter speed. If you have any questions, comments, please put in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys learn anything as far as this video goes? Give a like, share, it would help me out greatly. Subscribe, even help me out even more. So guys, this is Rivera. Let me know what you guys think. And guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, learn something with me. To make a freaking video. Jeez. Can't be doing this outdoor stuff. Are the bees back again? No? Okay, good.